I'm going to break your paradigm and tell you why it's good to be lazy, all in today's video. Hey, it's Jason Everett from the High Performance Salon Academy, where we give you every tool you need to run an incredibly profitable and successful salon company that you've always dreamt of. So I heard a quote the other day, and it said, if you want to become rich, you must learn to be lazy. And if you want to become wealthy, you must learn to be incompetent. Now, I don't know about you, I just did a whole training call with our entire group on this one very simple, but I think relatively complex subject, is that being lazy means you try to find people to replace the work that you're doing. See, we are taught in this hustle culture that we all have to work really, really hard to make a lot of money. How many of you know people that work really, really hard and don't make very much money? So it's not about what you're actually working on, it's about the way in which you're spending your time on the work that you're doing. So are you spending your time doing the do inside the salon? Are you the service provider? Are you the behind the scenes? Which part of the job are you doing? Because the job of the service provider is to be very busy and very productive. The job of the business owner is inherently not to be lazy necessarily and not do anything, but to be perceived as lazy because they're not doing the service provider job. So you see how becoming lazy can help you become rich. Now, how does becoming incompetent make you wealthy? Well, this is a really important thing to look at, is that for so many people, is they're actually really good at doing things. In fact, as a business owner, in the very beginning phases of your business, you have to do everything. You have to get good at doing your accounting and your bookkeeping, and you're behind the chair, and you have to get good at answering the phones and doing your marketing and doing all of these things. You have to grow in your competence level to open a business. But in order to grow and scale that business, you actually have to become incompetent at those things and outgrow all of those jobs. Meaning you have to bring on service providers who are better than you. You have to bring on marketers who are better than you. You have to bring on managers who are better than you, to the point where if that manager calls in sick, you don't jump in and sub in and help. You actually have to go and hire somebody else to do the job because you are now incompetent and unable to do the job. Because again, in order to become rich, you must become lazy. In order to become wealthy, you must become incompetent. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking like,
Jason's way beyond the problem that I deal with. I can't even hire one person, let alone afford to be incompetent.
well, here's the thing, is that if you just understand the simplicity of it, that the idea is you've got to create enough income and enough money and enough revenue to then hire on your first person or your second person or your third person. Eventually that will scale up and you will have 20, 30, 40, 50, or even hundreds of employees working for your company. And at that phase of the game, think about it. If you had 100 people working for you, my guess is 50 or 75 of them are probably doing something that you don't even know how to do anymore. And that's the goal, to at some point become so incompetent at what you're doing that you just become the visionary and the leader of the business, so you can actually run an incredibly healthy organization, all driven by you as the owner, but without needing you as an employee plugged into the day-to-day. Which, by the way, that quote is from my friend Dan Martell, so full credit to him. If you like the quote and you want a download of it, do me a favor and click the download button, and you'll get a quick little PDF you can print out, put in your office, and it'll serve as a reminder for you on what you're working towards. And if you also want to see other great videos like this, check out our free Facebook group called the Profitable Salon Owner Group, and also check out our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and look for more great content just like this.